And uncontested divorce is when a married couple come in and they go and they've discussed the issue of divorce. They've discussed the topics of most important custody of the children, if there are any children. They've discussed how they tend to divide their marital estate, and they've reached a mutual agreement. So they provide those details to us, and we go ahead and prepare the necessary documentation to help them get their decree put together so they can effectuate the intent of their divorce and continue on with their lives going forward. Contested divorce is a divorce where the parties basically don't really see eye to eye on some of the key issues of particularly custody, property division, and things of that nature. How long a contested divorce really depends upon the parties ultimately. If their bottom lines they're not going to agree to and they're stuck on these issues, it's going to drag it out further. The more contested or the more angst the parties must have against one another can certainly make this litigation last a lot longer, which personally I feel is not in the best interest of the minor children, if practical, or even the parties for the matter with the resources related to doing such. Regarding contested divorces, how long they last, it's going to be dependent completely upon the parties as to what they can agree upon, whether they want to drag these issues out further, because a lot of people will have issues that they want to stand by and they believe are really important to them. And ultimately, it will lead to a judge making that decision in the event the parties aren't able to agree to such. You got married. When parties get married, they don't anticipate getting a divorce. Contested matters are more common because, you're ending a partnership. That's something you did not consider right when you got married, and there's a lot of personal feelings involving that. There's blame to assess amongst the parties, regardless of whether or not the court will consider that, because Nebraska's a no-fault state. That's not going to be an issue, but we're humans. We have personal feelings. We're going to go and project those. However, our job here at Husker Law is to kind of focus on the key matters and make sure we could put you in a place that you would be better off in as going forward, because this isn't the final issue you're going to face the rest of your life. It's about moving forward, and we try to put you in that place to set you up where you're able to do so and continue with the rest of your life. In contested divorces, you're certainly able to represent yourself. However, when you represent yourself, you're perceived by the court as being an attorney and being familiar with the rules, the laws, and the procedure in filing these matters, which can be very cumbersome and stressful. Therefore, if it's a highly contested matter, we would recommend that you seek counsel, whether it's with us or elsewhere, because there's a lot of loops and whatnot to navigate through in trying to get a final decree entered and effectively give you the divorce you're seeking. So if you have any questions regarding contested or even uncontested divorces, please give us a call at Husker Law.